What's up, everybody? Well, as you can see, we got some Amazon deliveries on the desk, or in the garage I should say. So now I've had quite a few people that are kind of interested in the ATV build. I'm not the first one to do it, obviously. I seen an old video with RC Sparks before SCX24s ever came out, and he built one on something that's just nowhere near the performance base as SCX24. But he did one years ago. And then there's another, can't remember what it is, but it's a very good one. RC Newbie, I think it is, or something like that. I don't remember. But he did a really good one with the SCX24, and that's kind of what I went with. So now, I ordered everything to build basically a stock, ready-to-run ATV when we're done. Not stock, obviously, but this package is something Eric has sent, I believe. I can tell by the shape and size in there, so we'll open that in a minute. He also had this Emax servo. He ordered that, and it came in yesterday. Now, so there should be 5 items in this box. One of them you don't need as far as just building this as a ready to run. And also, if you were to start this build with a deadbolt, I believe the deadbolt comes with extra links in the pack to shorten the rear. So if you bought a deadbolt, you could do it without buying extra links if you just wanted to keep it basic. All right, we went ahead and upgraded links anyway, so it's all good. So let me cut into this box and show you what we got in there first. So all right, here you go. I got the box opened up, and obviously these two are in the box. Now I do have to say I made a mistake. They've changed things over the years. Back when I first bought mine years ago, when I had a couple, they did come with extra links in the pack. No more, they don't do that anymore. So you do get the dry shaft. That's it. That's all I see in here. I don't see any links unless they're crammed in this box somewhere. Nope. You get a charger, you get all the batteries you need. The battery is in the car already. And you get an extra dry shaft. And I would think that's if you change your length later, you could change the dry shaft, unless it's just a straight spare. I don't know. Looks like there might be 3 pieces in there. So you can, if you shorten your wheelbase, you have a dry shaft that covers it, it looks like. I don't know for sure. But they chintzied out of giving you links anymore. I think they got a newer controller now, so maybe they figure you're getting more with that. I don't know. But back when I had got mine, you got links. So anyway, though, to be honest, you don't need nothing else to make basically what I have. I mean, mine might have some other parts on it, but I haven't shortened my wheelbase yet. So if you're on a budget and you just want the ATV cheap as possible, get the car, get the ATV. You can screw the chassis right to it, and you're done for there. Work on the rest later if you want. But you're still looking, you know, that's like 160 bucks, 155 plus tax, whatever, you know, somewhere in that area. So you can do that. Now, here's what else I've ordered in that pack to get this to the right wheelbase. And luckily, I didn't rely on it coming with any extra. I mentioned I thought the deadbolt might have came with a set that can shorten the back. It doesn't no more, apparently. So, what we got here is for the front of a deadbolt. That is what's going to shorten our wheelbase right here. Because the Jeep is a little longer in the front, and the back is just a little longer than the front on these, and the C10. On a deadbolt, they got like short front links, but really long back links. The whole center transmission is actually more forward. So instead of putting a Y link as well, we are going to a 4-link setup, because you can get that in a whole pack by itself, just the front, which is a great deal that way. And then you can buy the rear from the same company for the Jeep or the C10 to keep the shorter back half. You don't want to go with deadbolt rear links. There you go. So we got short rear ones, short front ones. We're gonna bring it in. I had a few dollars left in my budget. I had $200 budget for this box of stuff. So I took $10 more and I got some brass, just a couple diff covers and some wheel extensions, but Eric's already got some other brass on the way that has like the brake rotors, plus they're all black and stuff, so we might just have a couple extra pieces for mine. We'll see when this is all done how that works out, unless he didn't get those. We'll see. So anyway, so alright, I went ahead and ripped that open. Now the other day he asked me to throw some things into his Amazon cart that we might need also, so I went ahead and had him pick up these axle shafts. This thing's going to be a pretty heavy rig by the time we're done. It's going to definitely need these steel axle shafts. There might be better ones out there on the market. I don't really know, but I do know that the stock ones are very weak, and it wouldn't take no time before we actually break one of them. So we're going to just keep those for spares, and go ahead and put the steel ones in now when we build it, which is going to be soon. So that was in the pack he brung, or that it came from him. The other day the Emax already showed up, I think yesterday. So we got a new servo. If I haven't already mentioned it yet, it's got the metal links in there for the steering, and they match the links I already bought basically. So that works out great. So now here's the wheels he picked out. These are some super heavy, all brass Injora bead locks. I don't know if we can get this to focus, but man, they look really good. They're nice. I got to put 84 or 88 screws in all the way around the front ring, but luckily the back is only 6 screws. I took one out and looked at it, but I'm trying to keep this video kind of moving along because I've done decided we're going to go ahead and get this wheelbase shortened out now. I don't know how much of this stuff we're going to get done. Maybe get the servo installed, but we're going to start this project and just get it going. It's going to take us a week or two to actually get this project finished because we got parts that are just going to not be here until then. We just got to wait as they come. He also said he ordered me a set of these rims. Thank you for that, buddy. He's got some bead locks coming for me. The tires are on the way. Lots more brass, steering knuckles, all that good stuff is on the way. So we're just going to start with what we have, and we're going to get busy. I don't really know if I like the new charger. I haven't tried it yet, but I don't really care for the short cord. I guess I like that this one's 2-piece that came with the original one. You can have whatever length cord you got. So I do like that. Anyway, you get a 3-piece drive shaft, but they're all the same end. You just get options on length, which is perfect. We'll have a shorter one if we need it. We got brass ones coming, so that won't really matter. But for now, I'll have that one. We don't need this. Boom. That's going to go on that one temporarily. Not for long at all, because I really got to get another 4-wheeler for my wife. My wife wants one now, and we got to find her a proper character that she likes a little bit more than what we got there. She's not a big fan of G.I. Joe, I don't think. Probably are the Black Widow, I don't know. She likes Scarlett Johansson. She's alright. That's my girl. Yeah. So, sorry. Got distracted. Said Scarlett Johansson out loud. So anyway, we got this off here. We're about to just rip into it, I think. We're going to, for the first time, just take a brand new RC car. Well, not the first time. I think I upgraded my hauler with a brand new Hobby Wing 1080 and a Trailmaster right off the bat, too. But anyway, I did do one run with it, though. See, this one, we're not even firing this one up with a battery until it gets some new stuff done. So, and I got a surprise I want to work on. It's not going to be a surprise because I can't hold it in as a secret. So, I want to put lights in this thing. Something different. I want to go ahead and get some 3-inch LEDs front and back. I got 2 right here for the front. If I can get these managed to get into the four-wheeler body somehow. Just got to drill some holes and try to get them in there. I'll practice on mine. So anyway, let's just get started on this. Let me get set up a little better. Maybe, like I said, we can do a little time lapse. If you're still here this long, you might as well enjoy the rest of the show. Well, good Lord, that was a nightmare. Don't ever buy the ones you got put together yourself. Jesus, please. I had to put on my wife's glasses. Look at these things. You ever built one of those little tiny bead necklaces with your kids or anything? Jeez. Once you get the little brass piece in here, it's not as bad. But taking that brass piece and getting the first rubber ring on it, you got to stretch it over that thing. Good thing for time lapse, because that wasn't easy. And I got 4 more to go. Jeez Louise. It's so bad that they give you this many extra rubber pieces. It takes 2 for each side, so let's see, 4, 8. You need 16 of these to do the set. And you get what? 1, 4, 8. They give you 12 extra. So they plan on you messing up over every other one. So anyway, I guess I got to do that again. So alright guys, we got a lot of work done on it for tonight. We do have the body mounted somewhat, but I'm not happy with the placement just yet. I would like to go forward just a little more. I kind of moved it back a lot more than mine is, because obviously we shortened the front links, but I figured if you put bigger tires, you want to have plenty of room for steering, you know. You don't want it to rub over there if we get too big of a tire or an aggressive tire, you know what I mean. So I kind of got to wait until we get our other tires in before I decide on if I want to move it or not. But I will say I'm loving it. The second one always turns out better than the first one, and hopefully my third one turns out just as good. Because I think mine, obviously mine has a little more flex, and longer wheelbase gives a little better performance, I think. But this one's going to be just fine. Once we get all that brass down at the bottom especially, look how well controlled this one is compared to some of the others. I mean, great response. There's hair on it. So each time you get one of these, like I said before, you can buy 5 of them, and 1 or 2 are going to be a little better than the others. I usually get them, I get them 2 at a time. Last time I had some, and one was definitely a little better than the other. Just in control and stuff, you know. There ain't never a big difference, but let me show you something we did on his that mine don't have, other than all the upgrades. On mine, you just see the ugly frame in the back. On his, we got a muffler on one side and the battery box on the other. Just like it comes with, we just mounted a little bit different. It hides the frame rails. Got a nice little muffler in there. I think that looks great. Again, we're not done yet, nowhere near done. I have a lot of things to work on, decide if I want to change, figure out what I'm going to do about the frame rails if I decide to keep it where it's at. We're going to trim them back a little bit, or maybe find something that can attach to that, like a little winch type thing. Wouldn't that be cool? But anyway, I think she's looking good. This is pretty much part 1 of Eric's 4-wheeler build, so I don't want to keep it going too long, but man, that thing looks wicked good. But once we get the proper suspension, all that good stuff, it's going to be wicked cool. It already is wicked cool. Look at it, man. Just look at it. And this little one here, sometimes you get them and they seem pretty dang spunky too. He's like, I'll show you. I'm gonna get it. So anyway, guys, my ankle's itching. I do like my little muffler setup in there too, man. It worked out good, battery box and all. I did go ahead and put the Jeep body onto my other rig just for the heck of it, like I said. Get down, boy. Okay, there you go. That'd be a good way to put hydraulics, the servo. Be like, nope. Big bump. Okay, bump gone. Yeah, I just burnt one. So anyway, time to wrap it up for the night. We'll catch you guys on the next one. I got a lot going on this week, so we'll see what happens. We're supposed to get our pool table either tomorrow or Saturday, and I have a competition Saturday to film and go and enjoy. So we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace, everybody.